The Beyond Blue Experience. Beyond Blue is a 2020 underwater exploration video game. It takes about 2 hours to play through the entire thing, and I did. So let me break it down for you guys. The game starts out by introducing us to the main character, a girl called Mirai, through an epic PowerPoint presentation. And then we get this weird typewriter sound effect, which I'll just let you guys listen to for a sec. Anyway, the whole gist of the game is you dive into the ocean and scan a bunch of fish, do a few go there and fetch that quests, and enjoy the scenery. In the first stages of the game, we explore this brightly colored part of the ocean where we see manta rays, whales, sharks, humpback whales, dolphins, and sperm whales, which Mirai really loves because of something related to her mom. I'm not really sure. There's this cute thing where we play with a dolphin, and then we find this family of whales which has a baby whale, which we end up calling Andrea, because the dude who's helping us with the diving is called Andre. That's the whole naming thing. The whole game moving forwards focuses on us studying Andrea and her family. In between dives, we get to return to our submarine, where most of the game's lore is poured onto us, with these voice memos that the only other 3 characters in this game send to us. In the second stage of the game, we find jellyfish, sharks, starfish, and a goofy octopus. This part also introduces us to a new form of scanning, which allows us to zoom in on certain animals. It's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's a little buggy. The third area is this wide open space where we find moonfish, orcas, turtles, and hammerhead sharks. Then, we see this tornado of fish, which looks really cool, and we start scanning a bunch of predators surrounding it. In the end, I even went through the whole thing. To end this level off, we went over to Andrea and made whale sounds for some reason. I think we're trying to pick her up or something. The next chunk of the game is in the depths part of the ocean. Here we find squids, small sea turtles, and this big turtle surrounded by jellyfish. This is also where we get the UV light, which allows us to see hidden details on fish. But we only use it once on this specific shark, which for some reason requires it. Then we found this little hole through which I swam. Very fun. Next up, we get to watch another amazing PowerPoint presentation talking about our buddy Andre and his passion for the turtles. The next part is a little darker. Here we find anglerfish. We do this little mini game with some blue jellyfish to attract the giant squid, which we proceed to feed to our whales. Poor guy. After that, we find an area where some bad guys are apparently illegally mining. We also find our broken drone and a dead whale corpse, which is like a mega shocker for us because we're like in love with whales for some reason in this game. There's also a cool looking octopus and some volcanoes. Next up, we see the whales leaving the bottom of the sea, but all of a sudden we find Andrea's mom dead. And this is pretty much where the story ends. Andrea leaves off, and then we leave off to end the game with a final PowerPoint. There's also this side plot about our sister and our mom, which you can only get if you listen to all of those tapes in the submarine. Simply put, our mom also ends up dying in the end, and the game closes off on kind of a high note after showing us that Andrea grew up to have a kid of her own. This is pretty much everything the game has to offer, and honestly for just 2 hours of gameplay it isn't necessarily the worst thing. In terms of my personal enjoyment of the game, it does feel like you're reading an encyclopedia instead of playing a video game, but if you're keen on learning more about the underwater life, be sure to try this one. It's gonna be a 6 out of 10 in my book, but as always, go ahead and check this out for yourselves so you can form your own opinion. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more episodes like this one. Thank you.